Basics of electrical and electronics engineering. So in this video we are going to discuss about the R23 regulation, which is given to the all first years who are dealing with ECE, CSE, CSM or allied branches of computer science and engineering. So the subject is basics of electrical and electronics engineering. Here the subject has two parts. First one is basics of electrical engineering. Another one is basics of electronics engineering. This is part A and this is part B is electronics engineering. Let us discuss about the part A. Part A. Part A. The part A is completely deal with the electrical engineering. Electrical basic electrical engineering. So this part A has 3 units. In that first unit one is DC circuits. DC circuits. Under this DC circuits, we are going to discuss about the elements of electrical circuits. Elements of electrical circuits. So here the electrical circuit has three basic elements. What are the three basic elements are? First one, resistor. Second one, inductor. Third one, capacitor. So resistor, inductor, capacitor are the three basic electrical elements. So resistor is denoted with R, inductor is denoted with L, capacitor is denoted with C. So we generally call these elements as R, L, C elements. So in this video we are going to discuss about the resistance element. We are going to discuss about the electric element resistance. Okay, or let us see the electric element resistance in this video. Resistance, resistor. So resistor is a element which is having resistance R. What is that resistance? What is meant by resistance? Resistance is a property of element which opposes the flow of electrons through the material. What is that? Resistance is a property of a element which opposes the flow of electrons through the material. So here it is clearly given that resistance is a property of element which opposes the flow of electrons through the material. So flow of electrons. What is this flow of electrons? This flow of electrons is known as current. Current. The flow of electrons is known as current. So what is this definition means? Resistance is a property of a material. Any material is having some resistance in it. So what is that resistance? It is the property of the material which opposes the flow of electrons through the material. That means this resistance, that means it opposes the flow of current through it. That means resistance has a property which opposes the flow of current through it. So resistance, which is denoted with R, resistance denoted with R, and its units is ohm, and symbol is ohm symbol is like this. So this is the resistance, and symbolic circuit representation resistance is like this. Okay, this is the circuit symbol, resistance circuit symbol. Now we are going to know what is the expression for a resistance. So let us take any element, any conductive element, resistor. When you give some supply to this resistance, when you give some supply to this resistance, what happen? So it will opposes the flow of electrons through it. Suppose always we know that current direction is like this, positive to negative. It will opposes the flow of electrons. How it will be, how the resistance should be depend upon the size and shape of the material. So here let us take a resist element, length is L and cross sectional is a element with a cross sectional area A and with a length L. If the length is increased, resistance is also increased. If the length is decreased, resistance is also decreased. So by with this relation, R is directly proportional to length of the element. While coming to the cross sectional area, if cross sectional area is increased, resistance is decreased. If cross sectional area is decreased, resistance is increased. By this expression, R is inversely proportional to cross sectional area. By combining these two equations, we can write R is proportional to L by A. Okay, these are the very important expressions. Okay, so from this, here we are having a proportionality constant. To remove this proportionality constant, we can write like this: R is equals to rho L by A. What is this? Rho L by A, where rho is the specific resistance, specific resistance of the material, specific resistance of the material. What is the formula for this rho? If you want to find rho from this expression, rho is equals to R A by L. What is the unit for R? Ohm. What is the unit for area of cross sectional? Meter square. What is the area? What is the unit for length? Meter. Meter gets cancelled. Finally, rho is equals to R A by L, ohm meter. So ohm meter is the unit for the specific resistance of the material. Okay, so this is all about the resistance of the element, resistive element, electrical element resistance. In the next video we will discuss about the inductance.